Did you want to add something?
You fucking nutcase. Righty.
Oh.
Have you switched it off now?
No, I've turned it back on in case we come up with a pearl of something as we relax in postprandial comfort and joy. I've deployed my autumnal socks.
Oh yeah, they're quite fluffy.
They are quite fluffy.
Yeah, and you got your slippers on.
They're JCB work socks.
I'd love to see you in a hard hat.
I think that struck a bit of a personal chord because I had quite a difficult poo this morning.
So
because I missed yesterday's.
Oh yeah, that always happens, doesn't it?
And that makes, if you miss a day, then the subsequent day can be difficult.
That's how you cause constipation.
It's like trying to squeeze 2 cars out of 1 garage door.
Yeah, at the same time.
And to make matters even worse, I'd managed to run out of lavatory paper again. I had to steal one from work, and you know, I would describe it as frankly suboptimal.
Yeah, well, they're not really there to provide luxury toilet roll for your delicate little bottom, are they?
Well, yeah, that's arguably not their primary function.
If it was, then you'd have a very different business altogether.
They have done.
You'd be back to where you was many, many years back when you was doing luxury bottom wiping.
They have provided luxury toilet paper for me. Because when they forgot to order toilet paper the other day, and I had to go to the I went to the supermarket to buy some.
Yeah, you got nice stuff.
I bought the nice stuff and nicked one of them.
Right, yeah.
Because, you know, somebody could see me. I've got standards. And if they saw me buying economy toilet roll, they might think that I'd suddenly become working class overnight.
You are working class?
No, I'm not. I've never done a day's work in my life. I'm aspirational middle class.
Me too.
I wouldn't object to that, actually.
No.
There's a lot about you that's middle class.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hey?
I'm just getting ready for the joke.
Oh no, that was genuine.
Oh.
In many ways, you have a middle class mindset and elements of middle class gentility.
Yeah, and then I spoil it by being crude.
No, I would say you mitigate it because, let's face it, middle class people are the most awful people in the world.
Yeah.
Upper class, genuinely upper class people are brilliant, and genuinely working class people are brilliant. It's those wankers in cardigans who go on about house prices and mow their lawns religiously on a Sunday and look down on you if your car is more than 2 years old. I used to live on one of those when I was married, we had a big detached house on a proper aspirational upper middle class drive, and if your car wasn't the right type and if your grass was too long, people looked at you as if you were a skid mark on their white underwear. Fucking arseholes, I hated them all.
Well, it's basically it's like milk, isn't it?
Possibly.
Like what you do with milk to make it consistent. They want to do that with people. Homogenise. That's the if you
like
everything
a
has
big
to
old
be
melting
just
pot.
right. Yeah.
That would turn out coffee-coloured people by the score.
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly why fashion works, or how it works, and why people who.
There was a thing on the radio the other day, and
Really?
people were saying that they put milk in bolognese.
Right.
And dark chocolate in chili.
Dark chocolate and chili, I bet that one. Yeah.
The feature was unusual ingredients that you put in your cooking, and a lot of people said, "Yeah, milk in bolognese, that's the thing."
Yeah, I've never heard of that one before.
Chocolate in chili, I'd heard of. Marmite in chili.
No, I've never heard of it, but I can't see it spoiling it that much. I put honey in chili sauce.
Do you?
If I make a chili, or if I make a curry, I'll do a chili sauce to go with it to have with mine.
We have a honey chili chicken dish on the menu.
Honey chili chicken dish.
Yeah. You'll never guess what it is.
Honey chili chicken dish.
Yeah.
In a basket.
No, it's chicken with honey and chili. It's a curry.
Oh wow! Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know.
So it's chicken with chili and honey.
Who would have thought?
It's a good combo though, isn't it?
No, it's awful.
No, I like it.
I don't like anything sweet.
I do. Rarely though. I like things, it's like salt. You want salt on things, but you want the correct amount, because it's very easy to have something completely ruined by having a bit too much.
I've got 2 questions for you.
I bet you've got more.
2 immediate questions. Question 1: if you invited somebody for a meal that you cooked,
Yeah.
and they didn't taste it but added seasoning, salt and pepper, would you be annoyed?
Oh, right, they did it before they'd even tasted it.
Yeah.
Not annoyed, but maybe I would think, well, you haven't tasted it, how do you know if it needs anything?
Somebody did it to me once.
Did you kick them back out the door?
Immediately, and I'm not joking. I took their plate away, and I said, "You've just insulted me. You've told me that I don't know how to season food. So if you don't trust me, don't eat my food. Fuck off."
The trouble is, if you put condiments on the table, people will use them.
Yeah, but they shouldn't use them until they've tasted to see if they taste it and it's not seasoned to their taste. Fine, go for it. Because I rarely put any salt in anything I cook, because I try not to eat salt.
Right.
For the same reason I don't eat dairy. It's not particularly good. So I would have no objection to that. But, or if it was family or close friends, or somebody that knew me and knew that I didn't use a lot of salt in my cooking and therefore added it automatically, not a problem with that. But for a stranger to just come along and say, well, your cooking's a bag of shit. And also, Lastborn, who we were talking about yesterday, Siobhan, she brought her first boyfriend home once and brought him for a Sunday lunch. And I cooked beautiful, fragrant roast beef, Yorkshire puddings, nice horseradish sauce. He put fucking tomato ketchup on it.
Oh!
Fucking tomato ketchup.
Oh. On what, the beef?
On everything!
Right, okay, well, what we're talking about is this thing where people want everything to be the same, that's why. Because they like the taste, the tomato sauce, they like tomato sauce. Everything has to taste of tomato sauce. Sugar in everything that you drink or everything that you eat. And the more you just do that, the more you're going to continue doing it and taste less because of it.
Do you know what? I felt really bad after that.
Why did you kick him?
It turned out, and he was a nice lad, really, underneath. He was one of those that taken the right way, and they're lovely.
Yeah.
By the throat is normally the right way to go. But it was all right, and what it was, he came from a home where he'd never had a Sunday lunch or a Sunday roast.
That's still running, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
They lived on convenience, frozen food, ready meals, chicken nuggets, chips. And so, of course they put tomato ketchup on it. So he didn't know any different.
No.
He'd never tasted. I mean, I made a beautiful beef jus. He wouldn't know a beef jus. It bit him on this bloody hardened pastry ring. Oh, cooking question for you. Cooking quiz. What's the difference between a gravy and a jus?
Is it the viscosity?
Yeah.
Right.
Specifically?
Oh, I don't know. We've got a weight to it.
No, it's a method, cooking method of creating the viscosity. It's how the viscosity is created. They can both be the same viscosity, but it's achieved using two different methods. And that's what differentiates between the gravy and the jus.
I don't know the answer to that, because I would have thought I've done both in a similar way, really, except that the gravy I'd have less. I'd be using a bit of oil rather than butter.
The basic difference is a gravy is a thickened sauce, so you'll thicken it with some sort of agent, corn flour, whatever, and a jus is a reduced sauce, so you achieve that intense viscosity by reduction rather than by thickening.
Well, I think that my gravy's done kind of a slightly both ways then.
Oh, so you've made a gru or
Yeah.
or a JV. And the other question I wanted to ask you is, over the last weeks and now months, we've managed to achieve a friendship without me knowing one pivotal thing about you. And it could cement and deepen our friendship, or it could put a dividing fork in our friendship, depending on how you answer it.
Oh gosh, put me under the pressure.
I'm going to cook you a fillet steak. How do you want it cooked?
I should have known this would be the kind of question that would make all the difference.
Oh yeah.
I want it cooked all the way through so it's rubbery with loads of ketchup on it. Yeah, no, not really. No, I like them so if you press them, you get a bit of liquid running out. So it's just a
So basically, you like your steak like you like your women.
yeah.
Oh God! If I ever meet your wife, I'm going to have that image now.